So this is a supplemental video to my 10-step video series of playing winning poker. And it's answering the question that many people have asked me across the years in my 20-year career of playing poker. And usually from enthusiasts or fans that want to know, what does it take? What skills or traits does it take to playing winning poker? And so I thought I would make a quick video and just summarize those skills and traits needed to play winning poker. The first is knowledge of people, understanding your opponent and who you're against. That communication is for the other person, and how to develop a strategy in which to understand and handle the person in front of you. Two is knowledge of numbers. You got to know the math of a certain situation, what I call the poker math, the outs, odds, and probabilities, and how to make plus EV or expected value decisions that are going to hold up over time. Patience, the ability to suffer in place. And as poker players, if you've played this game for any length of time, you know you need a ton of patience. Sometimes you can go hours or even sessions without seeing, really good quality cards or having them hold up. And in those times, you need the next skill, which is discipline. The ability to train yourself on what the right thing to do is for the situation you face. When everything's going great, it's easy to execute. But when things are going bad, you have the discipline to stick to your strategy, stick to your guns, and follow through with the profitable action. That's what we call discipline. Determination. My level of choice. Am I determining what I do, or is it the cards, or my opponent, or the size of the pot, or the chips, or the money? Those are kind of other determinations. So I don't care how many chips or how much money you have, as long as you're being other determined and those things are determining your action, you're never going to feel like you're winning. You have to determine for yourself your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your behavior, whether you're going to play the hand. Certainly you consider the cards and your opponent and the factors of the situation, but ultimately it's you that makes the decision of whether to play or not to play, or even how to play. That level of determination, that's what it takes. Self-determination to play winning poker. Logic and reasonable thinking. Does a person think logic and reasonably and they take action as a result of that thinking? Or do they think emotionally, and are they feeling based, which is going to lead you astray far too often? So being able to think logically and reasonably is another skill and trait. So is decision making. A lot of people have a tough time making a decision, and sometimes they just make a decision by default. But the process of decision making, of considering a number of factors, being able to evaluate those factors, and then deciding to decide, meaning to make a choice, is crucial. So decision making, a very important skill and aspect of poker players. The ability to observe, looking with a purpose, not just to look, but to look because you're choosing to look at something, is an observational skill that's very important to playing winning poker. Being able to observe a person quietly and still, and being able to be observed without feeling overly effective or defensive. So observation, a very important skill, as is memory. Understanding what happened on the previous street or the previous two streets in the play of the hand, and being able to access that so that you can use logic and reason in determining your next move, or how this opponent plays so you can come up with a counter strategy. So memory is also an important skill and trait, as is emotional control. Letting your emotions get out of whack and getting upset over a result and then going off on tilt. You can win for a period of time and then you start losing, and then you give all your chips away. You don't have much emotional control. So being able to control your emotions, and I would put identify what am I feeling and can I manage and control that, is a very important and key aspect to playing winning poker. So all these skills and traits are are things that we can develop in ourselves. And one of the things that I love about poker, it's not just about cards. There's a lot more going on when you consider I'm developing my patience, discipline, awareness, memory, observation, emotional control, all the things that go on within the game of poker make it one of the most fantastic games I've ever experienced and had the joy of playing. I hope you enjoy it as well, and thank you for joining me in this video series, and I wish you much success. Enjoy the journey as you play winning poker.